Virginians is off the table. Tonight, Governor Glenn Youngkin vetoed a bill meant to create a prescription drug affordability board.
It happened just hours before the deadline. Marta Berglund has more on why advocates fought so hard for the bill's passage and why opponents were not on board.
Dana, dozens of bills still sit on Governor Glenn Youngkin's desk waiting for a signature or veto this evening, but one meant to reduce prescription drug costs will not become law. Just a few hours before Senate Bill 274's deadline, Governor Glenn Youngkin vetoed it.
It just 30 days worth of pills shouldn't be anybody's rent.
The legislation looked to establish a prescription drug affordability board in the Commonwealth that could have placed price caps on what the state pays manufacturers for prescription drugs, eventually reducing prices for consumers. Senator Angela Williams-Graves was a co-sponsor. She spoke with 13 News Now hours before the veto.
It will identify price gouging. It should not cost someone their rent money to get medication. It really shouldn't.
Opponents of the bill had questioned the benefits of the proposed board. Critics of PDABs frequently argue the advisory boards place blame on the wrong players in drug pricing. They say pharmacy benefit managers, which negotiate on behalf of insurance companies, are the real problem. Republican 24th District Senator J.D. Diggs voted against the legislation in its first form, but voted in the House version's favor. He issued the following statement to 13 News Now earlier today, saying in part, "I believe this piece of legislation will help address prescription affordability by allowing these boards and professionals to negotiate a more fair price for select drugs." The governor's press secretary released a statement saying, in part, he rejected a proposal to establish a government price control board because this policy is not only unproven to lower drug prices, it would potentially restrict the access and creation of needed medications and life-saving treatments for families across the Commonwealth. Well, an AARP survey from last July found 85% of Democrats, 71% of Republicans, and 70% of independents support legislation for a prescription drug affordability board. Marta Berglund, 13 News Now.
And Maryland was the first state to establish a PDAB back in 2019. Since then, 7 other states have followed suit.